Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Neptune square or opposition south node in the natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects of the natal chart. They're a little bit concise. Some people may refer to them as snappy, so what I decided to do is make another series on them, which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is, if you have Neptune square or opposite the south node in the natal chart, well, one way it may manifest is that there may be difficulty finding inspiration and idealism, which is Neptune, for doing things you are naturally proficient in, which is the south node. Now, let's say, for example, if you have the south node in the zodiac sign Cancer, what you may be naturally proficient in, it could simply be caring for others and expressing sympathy, and maybe doing something Cancerian related, whether it be cooking, restaurant, culinary work, home remodeling, renovation, roofing, real estate. It could be doing something with interior decoration or something that involves like a laundry or plumbing business or work. Now, another thing about these aspects is that you may have trouble incorporating compassion, sacrifice, and altruism, which is Neptune. Excuse me. With the natural built-in abilities, which is the south node. Now, let's say if you have the south node in Aquarius as an example, natural built-in abilities may be tied in with humanitarian endeavors, maybe doing things that are environmental, or ability is simply work with groups, clubs, and organizations, doing things more for the collective good. It could be doing things associated with astrology, astronomy, computers, electronics, innovation, aviation, meteorology, or even rocket science. Also, too, there may be difficulty in terms of balancing activities connected with those that are less fortunate, which is Neptune, and the people that played an integral role in your past, which is the south node. One may clash or conflict with the other. You may be doing, things for the less fortunate, not always have the time, for the people that played the prominent role in your past, or it could be, sometimes it could go the other way, where the people that are prominent, were prominent in your past may conflict, the activities for those that are less fortunate than yourself, and less fortunate people can include the oppressed, the hungry, the homeless, and the impoverished. Now, let's say that the south node is in Pisces as an example. Those people, one or more of those persons prominent in your past may actually be a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are compassionate, forgiving, idealistic, altruistic, emotional, intuitive, but at the same time can be deceptive, gullible, and elusive as well. Now, another thing about these aspects and how it may manifest in the natal chart is that, again, what I just stated before, about the conflict possibly between those that are less fortunate than yourself and the people that played an integral role in your past. The same may apply for the dreams and fantasies, which is Neptune, and the things you are naturally good at, which is the south node, is that one may conflict or clash with the other. Now, if you have Neptune and Scorpio as an example, things that are connected with your dreams and fantasies, may be pursued with a lot of passion, desire, emotional intensity, resourcefulness, but may also be tied in with something Scorpio related, whether it be locksmithing, psychology, the occult, which includes astrology, forensics, investigation, embalming work that involves being connected with coroner work, or surgery, It could be solving complex problems, deep research, investigation, as some examples. Now, also, too, is that Neptune-related people may not, have been really overly beneficial in your past, which is the South Node. Neptune-related people can cover a number of persons, and whether that would be people that are in less fortunate situations, those that were formerly imprisoned. It could be people involved in poetry, dancing, photography, anesthesiology, chemistry, spirituality, or the metaphysical, which includes astrology. But also, too, those, Neptune-related people may not have been, overly advantageous or helpful in helping you deal, with the energy that may be affecting you to your detriment, which is the South Node. Now, the South Node, let's say if you have the South Node in Virgo as an example, it could be, overly cynical or negative kind of quality or nature, being overly judgmental or critical. It may be, might be about over-analysis. It's like seeing the Dwad within the Dwad in an astrological placement. And another thing about Neptune square or opposite the South Node in the natal chart, it may also be expressed in issues possibly finding the time to relax and isolate, which is Neptune during that first half of one's life, which is the South Node. Now, if the South Node, is in Gemini, as an example, that first half of life may be one where there's a lot of restlessness and just a lot of activity, doing manifold things. It could be, spreading oneself too thin, so to speak, difficulty finding, an integrating purpose. It could be, may have actually involved doing something Gemini related, whether it's something connected with communications, such as data or satellite communications, reporting, journalism, writing, or something that would involve like manual dexterity, such as auto or refrigeration mechanics, as some examples. Now, another thing too is that there may be difficulty getting away from, which is the South Node, lethargy, fatigue, laziness, and even unrealistic, which is Neptune, tendencies. That is another way that these aspects may manifest in a natal chart. And the thing also, too, about these aspects is that it may be hard and difficult to find that comfort, which is the South Node, in expressing compassion, altruism, forgiveness, and imagination in general, which is Neptune. Now, if you have Neptune in Aquarius as an example, imagination may be expressed in something computer or electronic related, or it can maybe through astrology or astronomy, and as some examples. And another thing about these aspects in the natal chart is that hidden adversaries, which is Neptune, may likely clash or conflict with, you doing things that you're comfortable with, which is the South Node. Now, let's say, for example, if Neptune is in Sagittarius, one or more hidden adversaries may actually be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply embody the traits of the sign. It could be those that are very buoyant, jovial, jocular, expansive, optimistic, enthusiastic, exuberant, but may also be self-righteous, foolhardy as well. And also, let's say, as another example, if Neptune is in Capricorn, one or more hidden adversaries may actually be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant person, or embody the traits of the sign. It could be those that are serious, disciplined, structured, consistent, have good powers of concentration, ambitious, responsible, but maybe people that are rather melancholy, pessimistic, depressive, negative, as well. So, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Newman saying stay.